Good afternoon. Welcome to Truth Heals 1111 with your girl Chloe. And we are back with another general predictive tarot card reading. This is just a general message. Only take what resonates in the cards. The message that is being delivered. What does not apply, allow it to fly. If you should not receive truth or clarity in regards to what I am saying, please find support through another reader or somebody that is trustworthy and wise to give you some sort of message that you are looking for. I have shuffled one deck. My intuition pulled both Intuitive Kev's tarot deck, Oracle cards, and I also have my tarot deck. So we are going to tap in the energy. I did pray. I am on lunch break. I know I am 30 minutes behind. I was working during lunch. I love each and every one of you. Hope all of you are feeling confident, successful, determined. We have today and tomorrow for a work week, and I'm very grateful. I get to relax this weekend. So, family, friends, sir, ma'am, I woke up this morning and my phone beamed, right? And the message says, Chloe, you are on the right path. And I didn't even truly read it, but it was a spiritual message that came in because what was following is, Chloe, something awaits you. You're on the right path. You are in alignment. When I'm shuffling the cards that came out was somebody in a home is going through emotional pain and feeling some sort of animosity. And then while the other cards were being shuffled, the cards that came out was feeling of empowerment. So family, friends, sir, ma'am, if you have awakening, did any spiritual work, you truly are on the right path where people that were refusing to heal, refusing to change, refusing to make a difference in a part of their thinking, their believing, and their life, they are going through some sort of animosity or some sort of just problems. But we're gonna tap in. We're gonna see where the cards is coming out of the energy. Let's see. Sit down, Max. I mean, Jack. I keep calling my dog Max. His name is Jax. Jax, lay down. Spirit, ancestors, most high, divine, help me to give me truth and clarity in regard to this situation. Help me to see what I need to see. I have the Seven of Wands. Something about defending something. What are you trying to defend? Show me the Seven of Wands. What are you trying to defend? Okay. What are you trying to defend? Balancing a home situation or balancing your internal and external self. You are trying to find balance with everything going on outside of you, while also trying to find balance with how you feel on the inside. Okay, let's see. Seven of Wands, Temperance to the Four of Wands, as we speak truth and clarity in regards to this current energy. Something you should be looking forward to. Okay. Not wanting to fight, not wanting to engage in any more conflict in your environment. Something about your environment was at once chaos and chaotic is now a decision you are making to stop the chaos, confusion, to stop the arguments, to stop the fighting. And again, you are trying to bring balance to what home means to you. Queen of Cups in reverse. Now let's see why you are the Queen of Cups in reverse. What makes you the Queen of Cups in reverse? Because the Queen of Cups in reverse is a series of just choices. Choices that maybe you are not wanting to take a look at within yourself. Let's see. Why are you the Queen of Cups in reverse? Show me the Queen of Cups in reverse. Too many cards, Spirit. I can't do so many cards. Spirit, ancestors, Most High. Show me the Queen of Cups in reverse. Something about a commitment and a gift. Why are you the Queen of Cups in reverse? What's this about a commitment and a gift? Show me the Queen of Cups in reverse. Because you are receiving karma over some sort of commitment. Show me the Queen of Cups in reverse. Show me the Queen of Cups. What makes this Queen of Cups the Queen of Cups in reverse? The brother, sister, everybody's getting karma in this situation. Show me the Queen of Cups in reverse. Show me the Queen of Cups in reverse. Divination, karma. You could have given false readings. You could have been giving false fortune telling. You could have been giving false insight. Karma. Show me the Queen of Cups in reverse. What makes this Queen of Cups in reverse? You are getting karma for playing mind games. Show me this Queen of Cups in reverse. You are getting karma because you thought you were high honor. Show me this Queen of Cups in reverse. Why karma keeps coming out on you? Oh, Lord. Because the person you were partnered with was a divine masculine of high honor. So you were you were playing mind games with a divine masculine. You were giving false divination to a divine masculine. So you are receiving karma for a divine masculine who is a high priest. You're getting karma because of a divine masculine who is a high priest. You were manipulating a divine masculine. You were doing false divination with a divine masculine. You thought you were high honor and you were getting karma. Yeah, because the divine masculine is gifted. Show me, why is this Queen of Cups in reverse? Oh, over a rich girl who has a gift. So you're cursed over a rich girl who has a gift. Why are you cursed over a rich girl who has a gift? Because the ancestors protect the rich girl. Baby. Let's continue going. And that's why the Queen of Cups is in reverse. Show me the Seven of Wands to the Temperance Spirit. Why does this Queen of Cups in reverse, who's getting karma, now wants to find balance in her life and stop the fighting? Well, one, I know you want the karma to stop, but why? Truly, what is it? Because you seem to be holding on to creating conflict. You seem to be holding on to disturbing the peace. You seem to be holding on to creating like chaos and confusion and fighting and arguing and disagreements, and you seem to hold on to the idea of toxicity. You've been having in this mindset to create a lot of chaos and confusion, not only in a divine masculine's life who is gifted, but also the people, places, and things in your environment. Show me the Seven of Wands to the Four of Wands. That's 11 Wands. Why? Because you want the Ace of Cups. Your ultimate goal is to have the Ace of Cups, and you're willing to create chaos and confusion. Now, by you creating the chaos and confusion, this is almost like starting something and then removing yourself so you can see how people go against each other, people fight, people miss the blessing. But then you are seen as something different when the whole time you were the one who instigated everything. But it is to be seen in a certain type of way, like you really weren't the problem. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning. You want to create some sort of chaos and confusion over an Ace of Cups, meaning love, stability, success. Yeah, the Ace of Cups to the Four of Wands. Mm-hmm. You are trying to make yourself seem like you are some sort of wish fulfillment, like you are some sort of wife material, but you're the Queen of Cups in reverse. You have a lot of negative emotions attached to you, which hinders you from actually being a Queen of Cups upright. Show me the Ace of Cups to the Seven of Wands. Four of Swords. You are trying to find peace and ending a situation. You're trying to find peace within the chaos and confusion that you instigated. Show me the Four of Swords to the Queen of Cups. Show me the Four Swords to the Queen of Cups. Ace of Wands in reverse. You created enough chaos and havoc in your life that you invested in the choices that you decided to make, which blocked you from actually having an Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands in reverse, whether it was the people, places, and things that you were attached to, or it was the mindset of what you truly see in life, the perception of your thinking, which alters your reality. Meaning, delusions would always be met with delusions, right? Because reality wouldn't make sense to you. The delusions of, I have a dream in this, right? But a delusional person would be, I don't dream, I fantasize. So you would not understand the dream because you would always be living in a fantasy. You would meet like-minded people who fantasize with you and not see a dream because you don't understand what the dream means because you're living in a fantasy. Now, when the fantasy and a dream collide, which they do sound the same, but the fantasizing is I can only think about it. I can only wish it was. I can only hope that one day it is. But the dream is actually seeing reality for what it is and then taking the proper steps to making dreams come true. The fantasy would be, I think about it, but I'm not taking appropriate action to make it into a strong vision to manifest. So here is a distorted way of thinking with the Queen of Cups in reverse, who not only created a false sense of reality, but you've also protruded on a divine masculine who has spiritual gifts. And now you are receiving karma. Why? Show me this Page of Pentacles to the Five of Wands in the Oracle Spirit. Why are you holding on? Why were you holding on to chaos and confusion and creating conflict for so long? Surprise! You had an entity attachment. Surprise! You had an entity attachment. You felt abandoned from. You felt abandoned from an Ice King who is in poverty, or surprise, you received an entity attachment when something was abandoned from an Ice King who first said hello and is in poverty. Please help. So you were thinking you're wifey material. You meet a masculine who is cold as ice, who's unemotional, who has a poverty mindset, but is quick to always be in your face talking about, always quick to be in your face, and it's almost like because you attached yourself to this unemotional person who's always trying to be in your face, right? You are thinking about abandoning this person. Okay. Now, what was the Ace of Cups all about? Why were you creating chaos and confusion around the Ace of Cups? Because this would be like a sense of you telling somebody you love a person, but you may not be in love with the person, and you may only like what the person really does for you, but you may not be truly in love with a person. So show me the Ace of Cups and why this does not make sense, for why you would create chaos and confusion surrounded by eternal love, divine love, love and light type of love. Show me the Ace of Cups, Spirit, Ancestors, Most High. Show me the Ace of Cups. Oh my God. You were trying to evil eye and create conflict within a divine masculine over an Ace of Cups. You could have been envious of a divine masculine. You could have been jealous of a divine masculine. You knew this divine masculine was going to go somewhere, and it was not going to include you. So you had selfish intentions in regards to a divine masculine who was gifted. Okay. You didn't want this person to leave you, to travel, to go on with life without you. Oh. Oh my God. This person knows that you trying to trap them. This person knows that you tried to trap a divine masculine. Everybody knows you tried to trap a divine masculine. And then with Cancer coming out in reverse, Cancer, water sign would be, Cancers are more emotional people, right? But they're emotionally intelligent. The Cancer in reverse is meaning you are not emotionally intelligent, you are emotionally manipulative. Show me the Four of Swords to the Eight of Wands. The Devil. Toxic, negative emotions, negative thinking, false sense of self, false sense of identity, codependent issues, insecure, toxic, negative, or you could have sold your soul to the devil. Ace of Wands in reverse. Show me the Ace of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, baby. You manifested your life to go nowhere, being in the negative emotions. So what you think, what you speak, is what you manifested for yourself. Was your life to go nowhere. You manifested misfortunate events in your life. Show me this Ice King who's in poverty, who's always up in somebody's face. Show me Ice King poverty who's always up in somebody's face. Empress in reverse, a bad mother figure as well. This Ice King may have a mother figure who gives the wrong advice to them, who is not nurturing, who is not healing, who is not loving. but always in this person's ear, always in trying to be a strong influence in this person's life. We have a mother figure in reverse connected to an ice king. Somebody who draws out even more negative emotions within a person. This Ice King could even be triggered by this mother figure. There might be some distance. There might just be a negative mindset or viewpoint on this mother figure as well. Show me the poverty. Show me the poverty. Show me the poverty. What is this poverty? The Star in reverse. This person has a lack mindset, and with the lack mindset, unfortunate events may occur. And when you're down, you're down. A person may think that when they're facing unfortunate events, right, that this is something that's not going to stop this person because they're unemotional. What it is that this person's not going to really look at the loss that this person took. But again, this person's going to jump at the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Instead of understanding why things fail and taking a look at them at the time that they failed, this person could avoid not understanding the direction or the choices and the consequences that come from the mindset, the action, the behavior. I knew somebody like this too. And the mother figure had once told me, she said, Chloe, you know, you need to be careful of my son. And I said, why? And she handed me a piece of paper. It was like pieces of paper, and I even questioned the dude, right? I'm like, listen here, your mother told me, right, blah, 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 blah. But this was nothing negative. She was just, you know, keeping me on top of game. She was like, be mindful of my son because my son has 5 different personalities. Results came back that he suffers for so many things. But again, I still took the risk to still try to be in that person's life because I never looked at anybody's mental or emotional disabilities. If I can come into somebody's life, love and be supportive and assisting and show that I do care, maybe that person's mindset would see that and understand that. But again, she forewarned me and I still invested myself. And so that was my fault because I did not heed the warning. But the Empress in reverse would be not always not always just the negative mindset, but she's lived her life, she's had her ways, right? Who she cares about is who she cares about. And, you know, when it comes down to talking about other people's business, very quick to do that. Talk about other people's business, put people's information out there. She was very adamant, and especially when she just met me and she was getting to know me. But again, everything she told me, I had told him. So it wasn't like, you know, I didn't want him coming back like, I didn't want that falling back on me. But I did, you know, and, but this is a person, who is avoidant, who does not seek like counseling, therapy, some sort of help. They run from their problems and they go to this mother figure, right? Because the mother figure, this reverse empress may coddle a person, or she may even see the potential of this son, right? But again, when this person is on the gain, she's willing to hold her hand out to him. But when he's on the losing side, she's always like she's always got something to tell him about his life, right? Yeah. So when he's good, she's good, but when he's bad, it's a problem. You know what I mean? In which it conforms to the mother. It has to conform to how she sees things, her sense of reality, her mindset. Now show me hello, because this person who's an emotionally avoidant person who's cold as ice, show me hello. What is this hello? somebody who's gifted to manifest as well. But because this person does not stand in true authentic power, leadership, integrity, honesty, loyalty, trustworthiness, you know, running a business, running a land, running his kingdom, planting seeds, watching your flowers grow, watching your kingdom be in abundance. When I win because I have a successful mindset and I'm going to help people work together to make things work. This is the type of emperor you would call like a sociopath, a narcissist, a manipulator, a gaslighter who is willing to use their masculinity to get what they want without the reciprocation of what is taking from you. That could be another reason why you are the Queen of Cups in reverse, because you are connected to a false person. To the Magician, they manifest as well. A lot of mental, a lot of emotional, a lot of heartache and pain, where you're questioning yourself, you're questioning your reality, you're questioning your security, you're questioning your stability, you're questioning everything that who you are and how you're connected to this person. You may even, Queen of Cups in reverse, you may even people please as well. If you want this person to see you some sort of way, you're going to push that image. You're going to force things to happen. When you are connected to the right person, things gradually happen naturally. This would be unnatural events on my table to where things be forced. Things are being controlled. Things are unfolding unnaturally. Things are happening in such a toxic manner that not only Queen of Cups, it reflects on your character, your morality, how people see you, but this person's own actions, thoughts, behaviors connected to this mother figure has everybody being seen for basically not being virtuous, not being righteous, not being a person. I mean, there would have to be some split decisions, because when you think about Queen of Cups, and I'm talking to you first, right? When you think about success, stability, security, when you think about your confidence, your self-esteem, your goals, your family, your friends, and things like that, 1 + 1 = 2. When you are having this adding mindset to where you want to add more to your life, you want love, you want value, you want to be cherished, you want to be secure, you don't want to question yourself, you don't want to question the people in your life, you're going to be like, well, this makes sense because I'm doing this, and if I add this, it's bringing in more. Now, if 1 - 1 = 0, you need to understand, if you're trying to figure things out, and you're dealing with somebody who does not know who they are and the type of position that they are supposed to play in your life, 1 - 1 is going to equal 0. You're going to take the L in this. At the same time, what I've seen is like you fought for this person, you competed for this person, you lied for this person, you and this backwards mother figure both lied for this person. 2 + 1 = 1. There's 3 people in this situation. Somebody has to win. Which person that's going to be, I don't know. Is it going to be the Queen of Cups in reverse? Is it going to be the Emperor in reverse? Or is it going to be the mother figure? Because 2 - 3 - 2 = 1. 2 people have to be eliminated out of this story in order for 1 person to make it. Who will it be? So, Queen of Cups, you're thinking about sacrificing. You are thinking about sacrificing. You may be getting some sort of intuitive nudges to sacrifice something. You are. Your feelings are strong about it. You're determined. You're confident. You are. High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. Something about your intuition. something you knowing about the Ace of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. Your intuition is telling you about like a new opportunity, a new beginning. You're getting some sort of messages. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something about your intuition. And in a reading yesterday, I said I smelled the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is for a high priestess. You may have been a high priestess in reverse behind the people, places, and things that you tried to please in your life, who you tried to surround yourself with, how you were trying to live, and what success and what family and what love really looks like. And when you've been in so many relationships, friendships where you were always trying to fight to prove yourself, you always did it with the infraction of, if it came with force, if it came with manipulation, if it came with lying, if it came with cheating, you know what I'm saying? It still did not work out for you. But at the same time, you question if you came in with being righteous, being loyal, being trustworthy. There may be something guarded within yourself, right? To where you may feel comfortable being manipulative, lying, cheating, stealing, killing, destroying, right? Um, but you must understand, High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles, there's some sort of special magic that you have that makes you very important, what you are destined to do, your purpose in life, where you're supposed to go, who you're supposed to meet, what is supposed to challenge you, what's supposed to change you, what you're supposed to manifest for you personally, not in regards to a masculine who's still, and I'm not trying to talk about the masculine, who's still a mama's boy. When you are wanting a man in your life and you want the sense of self and security and stability, you need to understand. You need to leave that little boy with his mama to let his mama deal with the problems, right? Mm-hmm. High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. Look. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords. Think logically. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords is air sign, thinking logically. Knight of Swords is something fast coming in. The Ace of Swords is knowing the truth and having the clarity in regards to listening to your intuition to receive the Ace of Pentacles. An opportunity, a chance, a clean slate. I would love to, anytime I was in a down situation, I was always waiting for my Ace of Pentacles. And every time I had no fear of taking a leap of faith in an opposite direction, because every time I take a leap of faith in an opposite direction, I'm put on my path to be in alignment with the direction that I need to be going. Like I said, I just received confirmation where I'm on my right path. I'm in my Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups energy. Meeting new people, people wanting to invest in me, surrounded by people that love and support me. My mind is right, my health is right, my emotions are right. I have the right people around me who speak life into me. I speak life into them. We have goals, we have aspirations, we inspire each other. And it encourages hope. It encourages the sense of freedom. But just do not get it twisted. That is going to come with the spiritual and the physical abundance, because I can provide for my circle. I can be there for the people, places, and things. I don't have to question people, places, and things. They don't make me question none of that. So congratulations, Queen of Cups in reverse. It looks like you are going in for the game changer. Thank you for choosing Truth Heals 1111. I hope you enjoyed this reading, especially for you, Queen of Cups in reverse. We've all been at Queen of Cups in reverse, babe. But I'm so glad for you that you are now seeing things from a different perspective. You're willing to make some changes in your life. And baby, anytime you lose something, you need to know when you lose something, this means something better is destined greater for you. Until this next reading coming in, have a great day.